Hey guys, Yankee Jeff here. It's not your fault, and we are all the INYF family. Some changes going on the channel. First of all, my wife told me to go back to my natural color hair, so that's why I got the black again. She said I didn't look very good as a blonde, so back to the brunette. Still Yankee Jeff though. Wanted to cover a couple different things tonight. This is going to be kind of a longer video than my usual, 7-10 minutes. So we're going to talk a little bit tonight about enabling 101, and if any of these things ring true, are you an enabler? Okay. So I got 10 items here I want to go over with you. But first, before we get into that, I do appreciate you guys have subscribed so far and liked the channel. If you could refer it to somebody else that might need this help. Enabling codependency affects all aspects of addiction. It does have ripple effects all throughout your family and your community. So if you can stop the codependency enabling before it gets too deep and too extreme, the better. And that's what these channels are for. That's what this YouTube channel is for. It's what I created this channel for, was to help people like myself who are codependency Hall of Famers and enabling card carrying members of the union. So with that said, like and subscribe, tell somebody about the channel. But I do appreciate you guys here. INYF family, this is, we're going to get into it. And this is Enabling 101. If anything, things ring true, we can talk about them. Bloop in the comments if you have any questions as well also. Number one, you feel it is your responsibility to solve your partner's problems. Okay. You feel it's somehow your responsibility to make your loved one's problems go away. Does that necessarily make you an enabler? Not necessarily. But when you couple these things together, maybe so. So your partner is the one with the addiction, not you. You have been putting enormous pressure on yourself to come up with a solution. This need comes from your fear of losing your loved one or from your damaged self-esteem. So what we do is we try and fix our loved one's problem because we somehow feel it's our responsibility. Do not use the term my addict. Do not use the term my alcoholic. Their addiction is not your addiction. You don't own their situation. The only person you can control is yourself. They're your loved one. Okay, make sure you don't fall into that trap of somehow, because when you start using the term you're addict or you're alcoholic, you're then possessing their problem and you're automatically calling yourself an enabler. Okay. Number two, your partner's addiction related behavior makes you feel unappreciated and unloved. Of course, you somehow take this upon yourself that the reason why they're using is somehow your problem. The reason why that they're using is because of you. It's your fault. Well, I mean, God, we've all done that, haven't we? We've all felt like that somehow their addiction is the result of something we did, right? And that's not the case. It doesn't matter what you do in life. They do not have the right to use that as an excuse for start using. They will blame you, but it's not your fault. Hey, that'd be a good name for a YouTube channel. It's not your fault. I should think about that. 3, you find yourself constantly trying to please your partner. Yes, you do. You want to try and be the hero, the martyr, the Superman. You want them to somehow come to you for all their problems. You complain about it. You say, all they ever do is use me. All they ever do is ask me for money. All they ever do is ask me when they need to be bailed out of this. Just say no. Just say no. Don't complain about it if you have the ability to say no, right? Easier said than done. I know. You're probably screaming out, Jeff, it's so easier to say that than it is to do. I've been there. I've done it. I've got the t-shirt. See? Okay. I know I've been there. Okay. 4, you've become completely, Mr. Tongue and Mr. Lips working together. You have become completely absorbed by your partner's struggles. Their situation becomes all you think about, dream about, obsesses every part of your life, because all you think about is what your loved one's doing, thinking, where they are, what they're doing, what they're using, they're not using. Are they going to therapy? Are they going to recovery? Are they going to their meetings, etc.? It becomes an obsession. It does, and that's very unhealthy. Your loved one explains your compassion. Your love explains your compassion and concerns, but you need to stay in control and fear of being abandoned, or other reasons why you're so anxious to save your loved one from drugs or alcohol. Because this fear runs so deep, you may become obsessed with trying to cure them to the point of neglecting many of your own needs. Yes, and yes. Especially if you have a household that there's more than one person. If your loved one's an only child, That's one thing. If you have other children in your household and you forget them, other people in your household, spouse, brothers, sisters, and you ignore them to focus all your attention on your loved one with the problem, that's so detrimental. Okay, because now you're hurting other people besides hurting your loved one. Okay, because remember, helping is hurting. When you help them, you're preventing them to actually help themselves. Okay, 5, you don't hold your partner accountable for their actions. Yeah. People with substance abuse problems are often verbally abusive and dishonest with their loved ones. They may forsake their responsibilities, leaving others, specifically you, to clean up their messes. If you always become the first person they call when there's a problem, guess what? You are an enabler. Okay, you are now the official enabling Hall of Fame member. I'll send you a card in the mail with your name and address on it and stuff like that, with your picture, to show that you're an enabling union. Not something you want to receive. But break this down. People with substance abuse problems are often verbally abusive and dishonest with their loved ones. They may forsake their responsibilities, leaving others, specifically you, to clean up their messes. When this happens, you should let them know right away that their behavior is unacceptable. How many of us don't do that? We don't tell our loved ones that what they're doing is unacceptable. Okay, you can't keep on doing this. I don't approve of this behavior. Now you can say that, but if your action shows something differently, if you say, I don't approve this behavior, then you go ahead and pay their car payment. If you say, I don't approve this behavior, then you go ahead and bail them out of jail. I don't approve this behavior, then you pay their parking fines or their speeding tickets or whatever. And you're sending mixed messages. Okay, you're saying one thing, doing another. Okay, show me your faith through your works, not so much just by people saying, I believe. Right? Show me your works and show me that you are practicing what you preach. Okay. When this happens, you should let them know right away that your behavior is unacceptable. You have to tell them right away. Okay? You have to tell them right away that what they're doing is wrong. They can't keep on coming to you every time they have a problem. Okay. Is this stuff's easy? No, it's not easy. It's not easy, not at all. But that's why we have these channels like this that tell people that there is help out there if you need it. Okay? We are here to help. People like myself are here to help. There are people out there on YouTube that want to try and sell you something, sell you their videotapes, their CDs, their YouTube channel, pay channel, where you can get all these tips on how to get your loved one to quit drinking, quit using. Doesn't exist. You cannot prevent somebody from using. You cannot prevent somebody from drinking. You can't do it. You can't try and lay a bunch of ultimatums out there, or if you don't do this, I'm not going to do this. But if you keep on doing what they want you to do, then all you're doing is kidding yourself. And you're not helping them whatsoever. 6, one of my favorites. You offer your partner constant advice on how to improve their lives. Yes, because they don't know any better, right? They don't know how to improve their lives. Of course they know how to improve their lives. Quit using. If they quit using, life will get better. They know that. They got to hear from you. That's ridiculous. We're telling them, if you quit using drugs, you probably have a better life. Wow. I had no idea. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Uncle Jeff. Whatever. It's ridiculous. Naturally, people with substance abuse require assistance and advice from their family members and friends. But in your case, your efforts to help may be overdone and overbearing, to the point where you're treating your partner like a child who can't do anything on their own, or treating your loved one like they can't be on their own. If you're treating your loved one who's battling addiction like a toddler, that's codependency. That's enabling. Okay, you're enabling that person because you're giving them the ability to act like a child and get away with it. Right? If your 25-year-old loved one is, throwing a temper tantrum because you won't pay their car payment or pay the rent for them, and you pay it, you've just been enabled. You're an enabler. You've just been used. You've been manipulated by addiction. When your attempts to help reach this point, it means you are trying too hard to control the situation. Yes. This is a consequence of your codependency and an ineffective approach that is likely to trigger your loved one's self-defensive instincts. Right. So let's read that again. They play on their partner's emotions using guilt, shame, or embarrassment to control their actions. Okay. They know what buttons to push to get out of you what they need. All right. They know what to do, and we let them. Because again, the only person who can control you is you. All right. So if you let someone get out of you what they want, then you allowed that to happen. They didn't do it. You allowed it to happen. Maybe because you want to have it. You want to be needed. You want to be the person they go to. You want to have this feeling of self-worth still. We all do. We're all human beings. We want to be wanted, needed, have validation, etc. Oh, by the way, these are all from Chat GPT. I don't have a, what do you call those things? A teleprompter. Okay, this is just me and a laptop talking. I don't have that kind of investment in this YouTube channel just yet. I have a crappy computer camera, but just FYI, I always look this bad, so that wouldn't help anyone. 8, you see yourself as a perpetual victim. Oh yes. Oh man, I think they wrote this about me. My name doesn't say Jeff on it anyway, but this is definitely me. Despite your frequent attempts to take control of your partner's behavior and the progress of relationship, you often feel powerless and vulnerable. You feel beleaguered and overwhelmed by fear, convinced that you're helpless to change your fate for the better without the support of your partner. So your loved one becomes such a burden on you that you tell everybody about it. Oh, I just can't get over the fact that my loved one is using, drinking, and I have to do everything for them. Look at me, poor me. Everything has to be done for them, by me. So don't you feel sorry for me? No, I don't feel sorry for you. You don't. No one feels sorry for you. They're probably laughing at you. They're probably feel sorry for you to the point where they're embarrassed for you, because they all think the same way that anyone who's not an enabler thinks. Just say no. Again, easier said than done, people. I get it. I know. Okay. This is not a finite program where once you read this, go, okay, I'm fixed now. Nope, doesn't work that way. 9, you cover up your partner's problems with substance abuse. Oh yeah. Some of us as little as lying for them, paying their bills, looking the other way, or as extreme as giving them your urine so they can pass a urine test, lying about who was driving the car. These are the kind of things those are extreme measures. Those are really extreme, but you'll do anything to help your loved one, won't you? You'll do anything. I always hear this all the time in the rooms. I heard this one mantra over and over again. I die for my loved one. I die for them. Okay, that's nice. Would you live for them? What do you mean, Jeff? Well, would you live for them? Okay, I understand you would die for them, but what good is that going to do? Okay, but live for them so you can see them through this battle to where you actually, if you detach with love, give them a hug, kiss in the cheek, and then walk away from them. No one says you have to push them away. Just walk away. Stop answering the phone. Stop answering the texts. Eventually they'll get the message and they'll move on to the next person. Addiction will always find a way to be fed. Trust me, it'll always find a way to be fed. If not you, they'll find it from somebody else. Okay. But if you start saying no, then you can start working on yourself. And that's the most important thing. That's what all these classes and all these these YouTube videos are for, is to help you help yourself. Okay. When a person is abusing drugs or alcohol, they may not be ready to accept their need for treatment until they've suffered severe negative consequences. Again, let them hit rock bottom. You got to let them hit rock bottom. Otherwise, that's not a teaching tool. But if you lie for them or blame other people or difficult life situations for their troubles, you make it easier for them to avoid these consequences and remain trapped in denial. Yes, yes, and yes. If you keep on finding an excuse for their use, I like that. I should patent that. If you find an excuse for their use, that I said on this channel, 11:14 a.m., 3/27/2025, I said it here first. I'm patenting it right now. If you find an excuse for their use, they'll keep on using that excuse over and over and over again. Okay, there's no excuse for the use except it's a personal choice they're making. Their choice. Okay. 10. You've had other relationships with people struggling with substance abuse in the past. Oh yeah, I am. Okay, my whole life, I've tried to fix people. It seems like almost every relationship I had was somebody that was broken and needed to be fixed. Okay, I was going to fix them. Heroin addicts, alcoholics, drug addicts. I mean, this not just heroin, but everything. I was going to be the one that came in, the knight in shining armor, the chivalrous gentleman, and try to help fix them and save them because I could do it. Nope, couldn't do it. Has substance abuse been a factor in other relationships you've had, either with parents or caregivers? If so, that can be an indicator of codependency. You might be attracted to someone with substance abuse issues because their desire to be needed. If their substance use disorder forces them to rely on you for comfort and support, they may be less inclined to abandon or reject, um, or so says your subconscious mind. That's what I've been saying over and over and over again. If you don't allow the person who takes the risks to hurt themselves, again, I'm not talking about self-harm, I'm talking about stub their toe, scrape their knee, bump their bottom. If you don't allow them to do that, they're going to keep on taking these chances, unnecessary risks. But if you take away the safety net, if you take away the training wheels, if you take away the ability to be safe, protective while you're making these terrible risks and choices, they'll be less likely to do them later on. Okay, people aren't difficult to figure out. We are difficult to figure out. Other people aren't difficult to figure out, according to most geniuses like myself. You think you have it all together, but you figure all you got to do is help them this one last time, and they'll get it. I'll bail them out this one last time, and this is going to be it. You're only hurting them. You're hurting them. Stop allowing them to use you to get past the situations that they've made the choices for. None of this stuff is easy, guys. None of this stuff is easy. This is going to take years, years and years and years. I get it. I totally get it. That's difficult at times to do. I totally get that. Keep working it. Go to your meetings, work your program, read your books. There's no way that someone walks to a college dorm in their freshman year and they just hand them a diploma in a week. No, it doesn't work that way. Here's your master's degree. That doesn't work that way. You got to put the time and effort in. You got to put the time and effort in to learn the knowledge, to gain the skills, to realize you can't help them. You can't. Pray for them? Absolutely. Give it over to God. He can help them. We can't. Who can we help? Let's see. We can. That's right. You can help yourself. You can help yourself. And if by doing so, you can help yourself, that's what these channels for. And that's the whole point of this YouTube video. It's not your fault. Stop trying to help. Okay, guys? I do appreciate you guys coming by. Please put down in the comments if you got anything out of this. Let me know if you like the new hair. Okay, it's my natural color. So God bless you guys. Keep coming back. It works if you work it. Let it begin with you. And by all means, say a prayer for the prize. Okay, guys? Love you. Take care soon. Talk to you. Bye.